then, because the previous one we wasn't. It didn't upload the thumbnail, and then it just like lost connection. And I turned the camera around. On the other side of it is like one of those little desktop bins. It's got like 3 rotten apple cores in it. Well, they're not rotten yet, but that bin needs to be emptied. Okay. Good morning. Oh no, it's good afternoon. I would have loved to have come on this morning, but I've only just been able to get into the office. I've got some cards. I've only got about half an hour. Not even that really, but Psychic Tarot. We're just getting to a reading this Monday. But there's no chitter chattering, no nattering. Let's just crack on with the reading. The hold up has been the children. I didn't come on yesterday again, even though I thought I would be, because I end up spending like the day, the evening with the children. And then because of one of my daughters, I can't get into the office until now. So that's what the hold up's been. It's all good. It's all good. Feel the energy of plans being changed, maybe. Finding that a little frustrating. Maybe the energy of people not moving fast enough for you. I was taken then to like a busy street, but everyone seems to be going like not at your pace, but a lot slower. It's like one of those days where everyone just seems to get in your way. You may even question that, because I wanted to say to you, I think I thought about this yesterday, about signs and synchronisations, and anything that just kind of makes you go, well, that's strange, isn't it? Or what's that all about? It has meaning. Let's try and work this out now. Okay, it could be the other way around, that everyone else is rushing and you're going at this. Everyone's getting in your way. Because they're all rushing around. I'm not sure that that's got anything to do with this. What is it you're trying to tell me here? Okay, well, I can see. One more card. I think I've got the story. Thank you. Okay. So this story is about the Divine Masculine's ready, and he's ready to offer his lot to you. I'm not sure about... He wants to reach out. Okay. He wants to reach out. He's not sure that you're going to reach out, so he knows maybe he needs to reach out. He's feeling worthy now, but then we have the feminine who has kind of, in a way, lost hope. So would she be receptive to his reaching out hand? He wants to ignite her passion. That has something to do with some money that he's accumulated. So there's a treat in store. But do you still hold this flame for him? Do you still hope that he will reach out? And are you looking like to rewrite the story? Not rewrite the story, to write a new story. I just feel like showing you that card. Choosing wisely. I feel this masculine's been making some wise choices, and his wisest choice is to choose you. He wants to feel like recognised, not rejected. So he wants to like be rewarded and recognised by you. He's done it for you. In a way, it's kind of like he's done what you've asked. He's seen the light. Let me show you these cards. Material harvest. Wanting to reach out. Will you take his hand? Will you join forces? He's hoping so. The nice energy is that he actually feels worth this. Not worthless. He feels worth this. Like this is his. He knows. We have the feminine's energy here where her hands are like praying downwards. Have you condemned him to hell? Okay. Good morning, Cynthia. I was taken to like a burning desire. I feel like that energy has just been like toned down, which I feel is more of a receptive energy. You're not so frightened of it. The energy of not being ready before. And this is the divine feminine. You wasn't ready before, but are you ready now because the masculine is? You can feel it in your belly because it is your burning desire. You can handle this now. Okay. We've got hope here. It's like, have you lost hope in the connection? It's like, no, I feel like you've just attached. But this masculine could be feeling it as a form of rejection. Solitude. It's that piece here behind. It's coming in from like behind her. This is the masculine's energy here. Rewrite the script. It's like he's prepared to rewrite the script. Okay. How are you, Cynthia, on this Monday morning, darling? Shall we see what the fairies want to say? We can have a look at each of these cards. Material harvest, that's the Nine of Pentacles. So in the traditional tarot, the Nine of Pentacles represents the divine feminine's independent energy. That's where she can take care of herself. So I'd say the masculine here is feeling like, well, I want to be able to provide for you too. Material harvest. Two cards. The Hermit. So I want to be able to provide for you too. So material harvest here. The masculine has his lot. He wants to, he knows how to distribute that. To the Hermit, you, that's that card here. Because I felt there was a treat. It was involving the money and spending some money on igniting your passion. So, and if the divine gives you a nice lot of money, they will do so because they trust that you know how to invest that money. So the Hermit energy, find or be a mentor. Excuse me, it's that fizzy pop. Take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So I feel you've withdrawn. You may not, you are aware of it, that the energy is kind of, you're more in control of it, shall we say that? A commitment to your spiritual growth. I feel like there's something that you've said to him, so you have been, you are a mentor. But this taking a break from society. Where are you? Queen of Winter, strong, patient, self-sufficient and funny. The Queen of Swords. So there's this energy of, because you're more in control of your emotions, I'd say your temptations and your urges, I'd say they're more urges of frustration. You've managed to like temper your temper. Let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Well, that looks like a masculine who's wanting to serve you now. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or individuals. Unmarried or individuals. Unmarried or divorced individuals. Same thing. Unmarried. This masculine needs to come. Like with a full commitment. Rather than a half-assed offer. Queen of Swords. And the Nine of Pentacles, the Divine Feminine's energy. Partnerships and alliances. The Prince of Autumn. Dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous. Cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. Is this feminine going to be kind to me? Or is she going to be cruel? He knows that, like, if he was to be cruel or if he was to cut him off, shut him off, that he, like, deserves that. I could hear that while I was shuffling this card. It's like, well, I deserve to be, like, cut off. Based on his previous behaviour. But this feminine's not here, like, to reject you. It's like she hasn't... It's like she hasn't moved on physically. She has spiritually moved on, evolved. It's more about the alignment that the masculine comes in on at what level. Prince of Pentacles sends a message. These words: dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous. I laugh because she was called funny. And when the card fell on the floor, I actually felt there was like a light-hearted humour. But this masculine's being cautious. Recognition and reward. This card here. Release. It's a death energy. Let go of the past. An ending that makes way for new opportunities, and it's time to move on. Well, it really is. I was going to say it's really in what mindset that you're in. So I feel this masculine is very fearful. He's the one in the fearful mindset that he's going to be rejected. Like, after all this time he's ready. But what if? So it's time to let go of the past. An ending that makes way for new opportunities, and it's time to move on. But then this is speaking about, like, has the feminine here released him? Set him free. Wished him well. And she's moved on. Heartache and loss. I say she's moved on from allowing this emotion to affect her. There's that energy of like she's handed it over to God. And Three of Swords. The messages I've been pulling over the last couple of days are the Divine Feminine's just about to receive big time. She's done the work. And it's coming in. Okay. Heartache and loss, life experience, the Tower. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. I feel that's the surrender to the divine. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. I saw that as epiphanies. So, a wake-up call, maybe. A situation that leads to significant opportunities. If you have a look, it's like the feminine's ready here. It's the masculine that's... It's like calling the sheep home. I was going to say was the magician, but you see the sheep coming in. That's a nice soft energy, I feel. We saw a cat in the garden yesterday, and we don't know who this cat was. And my daughter was like, hello there, who are you? And I'm like, come here then. And it just kind of, she was like, it's coming. I said, I know. It's a nice vibration. The animals will know if you're in alignment. You'll know if you're in alignment when you get to know the animals. The passion's ignited here. Ace of Wands with the feminine here, the heart. The heart opening, the heart chakra. But it's like it's the upper heart. But if we have a look at the lower part of us, very masculine energy, with the root chakra, then the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, and then, should we say, the lower heart, then we move into like the feminine's energy more, being connected with spirit, so the top heart, the top part of your heart, and then up to the throat, and then the third eye, and then the crown chakra. Maybe the ear chakras as well, seeing as these veins here are pointing to the ears. There's a figure coming out of that heart. It was like she never lost hope, she just let it be. The Lovers. True love that is long lasting. The whole message here, which I chose not to say to the masculines, was if this is your true life partner, then she'll never stop loving you, as you'll never stop loving her. It's a true love connection. You have to trust in that the feeling's mutual. You know that the feeling's mutual. So, true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart are returned to good health. Hope. This energy of, I can't think of anything else that could make you like return to like good health, feeling good, is to be reunited with your true love, and this acknowledgement, recognition of it. That will wake you up, because he's coming in with a good treat here for you. Hope card. There's this energy of taking the nervousness out of your belly, like this hope, this masculine, and like popping it into your heart. Hope. Princess of Summer. Gentle, sensitive, kind and inexperienced. A new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. But that would be your lover. This is a nice energy. Inexperienced, yes, because you are only each other's like one and only true love. You're both inexperienced, but you're gonna figure it out together. It would just be natural. So let's look at the Solitude card, the Hermit. I don't know I held him up like that, but I did. The Hermit card. Princess of Winter. Inquisitive, truthful, realistic and undiplomatic. I felt like it was someone's kind of chess game, and it just being so long-winded that the feminine here, it's like she doesn't want to play anymore. Like, undiplomatic. It's change the script. Let's change the way that we make our moves. How we move towards each other. The energy's ready. Before it was just, it was too out of control. Too hot to handle. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. What's coming through here is never to question anything that you actually say. So words that have been spoken that maybe you thought were harsh, they were like a big wake-up call. Whether it's your masculine speaking those words, or you speaking those words to your masculine, it's let it go, forgive yourself, because those words had a significance within the tower, within like the shifting, with the energy shifting. So it's like everything has been perfectly orchestrated. It's coming together now. That's what maybe the challenge is, actually getting you both together. Prince of Summer. Romantic, captivating, dramatic and flirtatious. Well, he's like coming in on his wishes. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Okay. Right, let's get some oracle cards now. The Journey of Love, and then we'll finish with a Rumi message. And then that's that for today. Not much chit-chat. Straight to the point. Simplicity, card number 4. Okay, so I'm feeling now like the Hermit energy is a very simple energy to reside in. It's just you're left on your own. So wanting this simple life, and I felt the energy of a rushed, busy street, and like feeling as if everyone was getting in your way. Okay. But maybe it's like you getting in everyone else's way because you're not going at the same speed of them. Maybe kind of a energy that slowed down. I don't know, because I still felt the speed. You were going at your own speed, but it wasn't the speed of everyone else. Bow to that which is simple. So look at this bowing energy here. Bow to that which is simple. You will find answers to your most complex issues and those questions that seem to defy the possibility of an answer. You will find the solution now through simplicity. Live one day at a time. Have gratitude for whatever you possibly can, even if you are yet to understand why you should be grateful, because you cannot perceive the gift hiding within your struggles quite yet. Trust in the goodness of life, seeking to serve you into becoming the fullness of all that you are. Yes, beloved, even in your darkest night, the light of love is serving you. The most sophisticated of problems can be resolved through a simple answer: love. Trust, have faith, be patient, wait, and you shall see. Let simplicity be. This oracle brings you an answer. Everything is going to be all right. Don't add fuel to the fire and look for ways to sort out complicated matters prematurely. Sometimes ingredients need to cook and percolate so that they can become a meal. Excuse me. The circumstances with which you are struggling will right themselves in time. Stay present and be patient. Pray in your own way. Meditation, time in nature, dance, and literally talk to the divine. When you need to take a clear, simple action, you will feel it. Relax and know it is all going to work out for the best. There is peace for one whose heart is open. So I want to say this is really good progression here on the masculine side. It's just it's like the mind is too much at the moment. It's it needs to be quiet, turn off. Things need to be simplified first within the mind. But this masculine is he's ready. He just needs to know that he's ready. And calm the fuck down. Okay. Rumi. Same colour as my cherry coke. I did observe that. I love cherry coke. Okay. Why am I scratching my head? I love cherry coke. I love normal Coca-Cola as well. Rumi. Let love transform. Card number 14. Are you serious? Okay. They are serious. I've got to read the top card as well. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. Rumi. Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hallowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. As the sun begins to set, the colours become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. Can we put this piece of hair behind my... That's it. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realise it or not, you have triumphed, you have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. The great beloved is a show-off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. Were we able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless, in a fit of appreciation and awe so great, truly, there would not be even a sliver of emptiness through which fear could enter. What does this mean? It means an avenue for divine fulfillment has been found. You are. I just added that part, you have been. You are being given the power for spiritual success. Your heart's yearning shall manifest itself, but you must comply according to the law of love. And what does that mean exactly? Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. And I felt the divine feminine there. She just detached from outcome. She just let it be. Why would we seek to limit love's creative genius thus? No, instead, trust that it will be magnificent perfection, literally the work of a great genius. Detach yourself from expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time, when the ripeness is just right, so utterly juicy and sweet, you shall know with certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, not a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare. Perhaps you might have otherwise been engaged in perpetuating worry or doubt. Well, I am so happy to see that you are twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are not going to worry, if you are just going to surrender and trust. Then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course, you can just live your life, but perhaps you may want to dance barefoot and wild with me upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. I like it. Above all else, I trust love. I'm not doing the sacred honouring ritual for this card. I'm going to read this top card here. Beyond Death, Life. Card number 1. I could put the card down. I'm like all over the place. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. Rumi. I am calling to you. Can you hear me? Listen. Within your hearts, there I speak. My voice rings true. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. This ending comes as grace to free you from all that you have known, for what you have known is now too small for your soul. Bear your uncertainty with equanimity. I am certain enough for both of us. Allow me to show you the light that you are, that burns within you, blazing angel of heavenly purity. I will unveil you to yourself, undressing your ego, casting aside its layers, as tender as a lover, with unwavering attention upon the sacred body of light. You shall know yourself in truth, as pure beyond all experience, untainted, ever innocent, as a pure vessel, stripped bare, ready for the divine revelation, as light, as life, as love. The soul craves variety because it leads to wholeness, and wholeness leads to divine revelation. The purpose of the soul incarnating in this world in the first place is to realise its divinity through the sacred crucible of life. The older the soul, the closer it is to the realisation of divine oneness, and the more powerful its determination to shed that which would constrain, complete, and conscious immersion into the divine presence. So here you are, an old soul at the edge of something you have known, at the cusp of an ending and a beginning. Perhaps you are already in surrender and falling in, or perhaps you are fearful and resisting as you greet your unknown destiny. Yet this moment is happening because your own divine soul has chosen for it to be this way, so that love may grow. There is no punishment in this ending, nor is there anything to fear. There may be pain, there may be grief and loss, there may be uncertainty and even insecurity, yet you have a heart big enough to bear such growing pains. Your heart is even big enough to receive the joy that is lying in wait for you as you stumble across her in the course of your clumsy, inspired travails into new life. You can scoop her up in your arms and spin her wildly about as she delights in your embrace, throwing her head back and laughing her vibrant, contagious laughter. Hello, Spotted Pony. Hi, ER3, how are you all doing? So you can scoop her up in your arms and spin her wildly about as she delights in your embrace, throwing her head back and laughing her vibrant, contagious laughter, filling you with exquisite ecstasy. Yes, you shall know the truth, the knowledge that the divine is with you, guiding every unfolding moment of your life journey. No matter how dark it may first appear, the divine is with you in unflinching generosity, with compassion, and with fierce passion for your blossoming into all that you are, all that you can be. So what must you do to receive this divine grace, this new life? You must be willing to face death. It may be that death has come to you in the form of loss of a beloved one, a physical loss that takes you into the darkest despair or depths of your grieving heart. It may be death that comes to you in the ending of a financial or professional situation you once relied upon. It could also be in the sense that you don't really know who you are anymore. Old identities having shown themselves to be inadequate, inaccurate, mere ego masks, too small for the great being that you are starting to suspect you may be. Your death may be a choice to let go, to take a step in a new direction, to move house, to end a relationship, to change career, or to step away from a religious or philosophical tradition or a group or teacher. Your death may not feel as though it has come by choice at all. It may be a sickness that leaves you feeling helpless, a relationship or other life circumstance changing when you wish with all your heart that it would not. Your transition through this death may be triggered by an inner feeling that you cannot quite pin down. Nonetheless, it powerfully propels you away from what has been and towards untapped possibilities, perhaps even towards great confusion as you encounter life in a new way, feeling even somewhat unprepared and uncertain as to what may lie ahead of you now. How you deal with this grace, hidden though it may at first appear to be under the cloak of crisis, is up to you. You have enough spiritual intelligence to shift perspective and to choose, if you wish, to rest your inner gaze upon what lies beyond the death. Gaze instead upon the new life that is calling you. When you know deep within that no matter what experiences you have had in your life, that you are untainted, you will be more easily able to trust in the love the divine has for you. You won't question your worthiness, and therefore you will trust in life more easily and more fully, no matter how much it asks of you at times. The divine is a relentless lover. It wants nothing less than your total being to be held in its embrace. Sometimes that means We will have to give up lesser loves for the greater lover, the divine one that calls us to remember our true nature. You are a beautiful blazing soul, having a human experience that defies explanation and opens you up to divinity. This is what is happening in your life now. Whether the death is obvious and painful to you, or whether you are uncertain as to how it is as yet showing up in your life. Either way, there is an ending imminent and new life coming to you with greater opportunity for your radiant soul to shine its beauty to the world. Grasp it eagerly, beloved. Now is not the time for fear or hesitation. Focus what is becoming whilst honouring what is no longer to be. It's page number 22. Which takes me to 11:11. Okay, sacred honour and ritual. 41 minutes and 3 seconds. Place your hands on your heart. Say the following aloud. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I call upon your loving grace. Please help me release what I no longer need, what is too small for my great light. Help me recognise the purity of my own being so that I can more easily trust in the divine love calling to me like an insistent lover in every moment. I breathe in your compassionate grace now. Thank you, my beloved. Keeping your hands resting on your heart, at the centre of your chest, simply breathe in and out, gently and easily. Focus on the feeling of your hands on your chest. Do this for as long as feels good for you. When you are finished, open your eyes. You have finished your honouring ritual. I finished the reading for today. Guys, I will catch up with you all soon. Hi, if I get my words out. Hi, Reginald, darling. Oh my goodness, I'm going to sneeze. Good afternoon, Lucy. I've just arrived. It's Oracle Monday, so I've been uploading. Awesome. Okay, right, guys, I'm going to go. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.